beloved child. There is a strength in you that you have not yet fully claimed. Not because it isn't there, but because the world has taught you to forget, to second guess, to doubt the very force that has carried you through everything you've survived. I am here to remind you now, not just gently, but with fire if needed. You are stronger than you remember. You have walked through storms that others will never know about. You have carried grief like a silent companion. You have whispered prayers through trembling lips. You have stood at the edge of surrender, and still, something in you chose to stay. That is strength. Not the loud kind. Not the kind that shouts or forces. But the quiet, divine kind, the kind that endures, that transforms, that rebuilds. You've doubted yourself not because you are weak, but because the weight you've carried has been heavy, and your spirit is sensitive. And still, look at you. Still breathing. Still trying. Still reaching for something more, something truer, something eternal. That is power. That is evidence of the sacred fire within you. The world may not have applauded your quiet battles, but heaven has seen every single one. Every time you comforted yourself when no one else noticed. Every time you stood up for your truth, even if your voice shook. Every time you chose compassion when bitterness would have been easier. You have earned your wings not through perfection, but through persistence. You were not made to give up. You were made to rise. And I know, it's tempting to wonder if your dreams are too big. If your heart is too soft. If your sensitivity is a flaw in a harsh world. But hear me clearly now. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is your radar for truth. Your softness is not a burden, it is your superpower. Your ability to feel, to care, to love deeply, that is what makes you a vessel for divine transformation. But it's time you start seeing yourself the way heaven sees you. Not as a struggling human trying to survive, but as a luminous soul, awakening, remembering, reclaiming. You are not here by accident. You are not here to suffer. You are here to grow, to heal, to shift generations of pain, and then to guide others through what you've learned. Your scars are sacred. They are not signs of failure. They are proof that you have lived, loved, and risen again. So many wait for the moment when they feel ready. But readiness doesn't come from comfort, it comes from courage. And courage is already alive inside you. It's in every moment you kept going. It's in every boundary you set, every time you said no more. Every time you walked away from something that wasn't love. That's strength. That's sacred. That's real. So let this be the moment you stop underestimating your power. Let this be the day you stop pretending to be smaller than you are. Let this be the breath where you exhale the past and inhale the full truth of your divine nature. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not behind. You are aligning. You are not lost. You are waking up. I walk with you through every step of this remembrance. I stand behind you, sword drawn, when fear rises in your chest. I stand beside you, shoulder to shoulder, when you speak a new truth, even if your voice shakes. And I clear the path before you, removing the illusions, the lies, the heaviness that no longer belongs. You are ready now, not because everything is figured out, but because you are willing to be real. And being real is the most powerful thing you can ever be. So rise. Not as someone perfect, but as someone present. Not as someone fearless, but as someone brave enough to move anyway. Not as someone who has all the answers, but as someone willing to walk with faith. There is strength in your story. There is healing in your honesty. There is leadership in your light. And the world needs you not later, not someday, now. No more hiding. No more apologizing for your truth. No more shrinking to be digestible for people not meant to understand you. You are not too much. You are a miracle in motion. And your time is not coming, your time is here. Let the fire in your chest rise again. Let your feet remember the ground they were made to stand on. Let your eyes remember the sky they were born to aim toward. You are more than enough. You are chosen. You are sacred. You are stronger than you remember, and it is time the world sees it too. Beloved, you may not always see it, but there is a reason you are here, now, in this precise moment in time. There is a reason your soul chose this chapter of humanity. There is a reason you feel the way you do, like you're carrying something sacred in a world that often forgets its own divinity. You are not here by accident. You are not lost. You are not just sensitive, or just intuitive, or just empathic. You are awakened. And because you are awake, you feel things others don't. You hear the quiet cries behind the noise. You sense the heaviness in a room without a word spoken. You notice the shifts, the energies, the subtle callings of spirit. This is not a burden. It's a signal. You came here to be a lighthouse. To shine even when the sky is dark. To hold the vibration of peace, of truth, of love, even when the world is afraid. Yes, the world looks chaotic. Yes, it seems many are asleep. Yes, it can feel lonely, strange, and overwhelming to carry light in a place where so many have forgotten theirs. But hear me now. Your light is needed now more than ever. Not when you're perfect. Not once everything is healed. Not someday when you're more confident, more certain, more fearless. Now. Because your energy shifts the room even when you say nothing. Your presence alone reminds others that love still exists. Your gentle choices, compassion, forgiveness, patience ripple out farther than you realize. You don't need a stage to serve. You don't need to be famous to make an impact. You only need to be fully you, real, raw, and rooted in your soul. And yes, I know. There are days when you wonder if it's all too much. Days when you feel invisible, exhausted, misunderstood. Days when you question if your voice even matters. That is why I speak to you now, because it does. Every kind word you offer, every moment you choose integrity, every quiet act of love, it echoes in the unseen. It anchors light into places that desperately need it. It calls others home. And you may never see the full effect of your presence. But heaven does. I walk beside you as you fulfill this sacred mission. Not with grand fanfare, but with quiet conviction. Not with perfection, but with presence. You are not here to save the world. You are here to light it up piece by piece, heart by heart, breath by breath. Let go of the pressure to have it all figured out. Let go of the idea that your impact only counts if it's seen. Your work is sacred even in silence. Even when no one claps. Even when you're simply holding space for one other soul in pain. That is divine service. That is holy leadership. The world needs anchors of light, souls who remember. Souls who walk with integrity in a time of confusion. Souls who embody love, not just talk about it. You are one of them. And yes, it's hard sometimes. But you are not alone. You were never meant to carry this alone. I surround you now, sword raised, shield out, wings wide, not to lift you away from this world, but to lift you deeper into your purpose within it. You are not here to hide your light for the comfort of others. You are not here to play small to avoid judgment. You are not here to fit in, you are here to stand out, because your soul remembers a better way. And that memory is your power. So speak when others whisper. Love when others close. Act when others freeze. Lead even if your voice trembles and your path feels unclear. Because you are not leading from ego, you are leading from truth. And the world is starving for truth. Your light is not naive. It is ancient. It comes from lifetimes of soul wisdom. It comes from realms beyond this one, and yet you chose to bring it here. That's how powerful you are. Do not minimize what it means to wake up every day and choose love. To choose hope. To believe in a vision of earth that is more peaceful, more compassionate, more unified. That is not weakness, that is revolutionary. And that revolution begins with you. Your joy is activism. Your peace is resistance. Your presence is medicine. So when it feels hard, when the path is unclear, when the world feels like it's cracking open, remember, the light you carry is not fragile. It was forged through fire. You are not here to escape the darkness, you are here to transform it. You are not here to be overwhelmed by the world, you are here to help rebirth it. You are not here to wait for a sign, you are the sign. So rise today. Not with fear, but with love. Not with doubt, but with trust. Not with the old story of limitation, but with the knowing. You were made for this. Your light is sacred. Your timing is divine. And your presence right here, right now, is exactly what the world needs. Shine, beloved. Shine without apology. Shine without fear. Shine until others remember their own light, too. You are not alone. You are not lost. You are the light the world has been waiting for. And I am with you, always.